quickly, I'd just like to apologize in advance for the noisy background because I left the window open and didn't realize you could hear all the cars passing and the road being extremely loud, so I apologize in advance, but I'm not refilming this video. Hope you stay and watch it. Okay, bye. Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Cece, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the link or the thumbnail. You know what you clicked on. Whatever you clicked on, thanks for clicking on it. I'm so glad you're here. So today is the best day in the world. Not because it's hump day. It's not even hump day, it's Thursday, but we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Anyways, so today, should I say today, maybe one more time, today, for today's video, I'm going to be doing a book haul / suggestions on what to read, because it's not really a haul because I've had all these books and I've read most of them, so it's more suggestions, but at the same time it's a haul, you know, I got a lot of books, so whatever. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Oh, before I forget, guys, I just ate a Laffy Taffy off the ground, like I dropped it and then I picked it up and ate it. I really wanted it. Anyways, just failed my first test in college. I'm feeling great. Yeah, so if you want to see my book suggestions, I have some for like multiple genres, for more action, for adult books, and then for teen. So if you want to see any of these, or you know, need a couple books to read, then keep watching. So the first if I could hold on to my belongings, that would be nice. The first category of books I'm going to be like suggesting for is action, and keep in mind these are like kind of teen fiction action, like with a little bit of romance, because like I personally don't like to read books that don't have like any sort of love story, because it just seems kind of pointless, like what? So they're just alone, you know, like, and that's way too sad. So they all have a love story, but they are definitely more like action-based books. So the first series I'm suggesting is the Hush Hush series by Becca Fitzpatrick, and I actually don't have any. Wait, I have one on here. I don't have the books with me because I'm, you know, not home, and also I gave a bunch of books away before I left for college because I'm kind of like a book hoarder. But it's about this girl who kind of like starts like liking this guy. His name is Patch. The leading guy in this series is so good, and she finds out basically that he's like an angel, but he's a fallen angel, so she doesn't really know if he's like good or bad, and the whole thing is just like, I don't even know. It sounds kind of dumb, but don't argue till you try it. It's really, 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 really good. I've read the series like 3 times because I just thought it was so great. This is the cover of the last one in the series. The second series I suggest for the action is the Legend series by Marie Lu, and it's a trilogy. It's dystopian future. It's really good. Like when I got it, I didn't really think much of it. I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna read these random books, and then like I literally like fell in love. They are all 3 so good. It's ridiculous. And so it's really cool because it's dual point of view, which I personally love because you get the guy's point of view and the girls. And like this one is a really like, it's like a tough love story. Like it's not like all like sappy and like romantic, because they're literally like trying to survive and they're fighting, and it's like they're on opposite sides, and it's just like really suspenseful, and like it takes so long for them to get together. It takes so long, but it's definitely worth the wait. This is what the cover of the first one looks like. Yeah, if you're into like Maze Runner or anything like that, I think you would really like these. I actually like this better than Maze Runner. That's just me, but you know, whatever. And then the last action series I have suggested are the Fallen series by Lauren Kate, and it's a Fallen Angels series. Like I don't know why, but I really like Fallen Angels. Like yeah, I don't have the first book. There's I think 5 in the series, but this is the last one, and it's from like one of the not as main characters' point of view. He's kind of like the bad guy in the books, and so it's from his point of view, and it's like his story and like his love life. So I'm so excited. But yeah, it like really surprised me. The first book, Fallen, like is so good, and it's just like this girl who gets all entangled, and like her history is just crazy with like these fallen angels, and it takes her so long to figure it out finally, and like they're trying to like break this curse, and it's just wild. Okay, it's crazy. Now I'm gonna move on to like adult books. The first adult one I have suggested is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover, and I don't have this one with me. I don't even know like where it is. I literally lost it, but I read it in 2 days at the airport, so it's really good. I've talked about Colleen Hoover before. She's really great, and it is like a little bit more mature. If you're like a child, you probably shouldn't be reading it, hence adult fiction. But anyways, calm down. I can't really describe it. It's just a love story. You know, it's a love book, but it's definitely like has, you know, the ups and downs, and there's a lot. Like this girl ends up in an abusive relationship, and she just doesn't know how to get out of it. And there's, of course, you know, the good guy like trying to help her out, and it's really good. And there's a plot twist that just kills you. It killed me. I was dead. Yeah. So that's that. The second one I have in the adult thing, this is also a love story. I love reading about love, you can tell. And it's called Come Back to Me by Mila Gray, I think. I also don't have this with me, but guys, this book, it's not a series, it's just a book, so freaking good. It's about this girl and her brother and her brother's best friend. Both are like in the military and they're both away, but she ends up like falling in love with her brother's best friend, and their relationship is kind of hidden in secret because like her dad doesn't like him, and there's just a lot of like history that's not good in the family. And like both her brother and, you know, her boyfriend are away, and then she opens the door one day and it's someone from the service telling her that someone like she loves has died. And so the whole thing, it's just like a series of like flashbacks and moments, and it's like she doesn't know who she wants it to be. And oh my god, it's so good. I did not do it justice by that description, but like it also has like male point of view in it, which I really like. And it's just such a good love story, and like I was like sobbing at the end. That's how you know this girl will cry her eyes out. I was like because yeah. So, and the last one I have, this isn't really fiction, it's like more like poetry. It's called Milk and Honey, and it's by Rupi Kaur. I want to say that's her name, I don't really know. And I'll just read you the back. It says, "This is the journey of surviving through poetry. This is the blood, sweat, tears of 21 years. This is my heart in your hands. This is the hurting, the loving, the breaking, and the healing." And it is a book of poetry that also has like artwork in it, and it's divided into 4 like chapters or sections, which is the hurting, the loving, the breaking, and the healing. And guys, this is an amazing book. Like, it's not like a love story, it's not fiction, like it's real and it's raw and it's beautiful. I suggest all women, young women in the world to read this. It will really open your eyes, and like men too, honestly, it'll open your eyes to kind of like what women go through and how they feel. So now, moving on to my last ones are teen fiction, and my first teen fiction book that I suggest is I'll Give You the Sun by Jandy Nelson. And this is one that I have my nookie nook, my little baby nook. I'm trying really hard to remember what it's about. It's fine, guys, it's fine. Okay, so I really liked this book. It's, I think this is also dual perspective between like a brother and a sister. And like, yeah. Okay, so a story of first love, family, loss, and betrayal, told from different points in time and in separate voices, by artist Jude and her twin brother Noah. Jude and her twin brother Noah are incredibly close. At 13, isolated, Noah draws constantly and is falling in love with the charismatic boy next door, while daredevil Jude cliff dives and wears red lipstick and does the talking for both of them. But 3 years later, Jude and Noah are barely speaking. Something has happened that wrecked the twins in different and dramatic ways, until Jude meets a cocky, broken, beautiful boy. And so I would like read more, but it's so good. It's very moving again, but it's also like, it's just beautifully written, and like the language in it is just so great, and like the story is awesome, and there's love, and there's loss, and there's drama, and there's family, and there's meaning. So read it. It's so freaking good. Hey, if you could load, I would really appreciate it. Thank you. And this is what the cover looks like. The second one in the teen fiction is Some Boys by Patty Blount. I don't really know how to say her last name. And guys, I feel like I've talked about this book before. If I haven't, I'm crazy. This is what it looks like. And it's so freaking good. Like, if I could like just emphasize any book that I've talked about so far, this would be the one. It's so good. Like, I've read it 5 times literally. Okay, here's the summary and then I'll just move on. When Grace meets Ian, she's afraid he'll reject her like the rest of the school, like her own family. After she accuses Zach, the town golden boy, of rape, everyone turns against her. Ian wouldn't be the first to call her a slut and a liar. Except Ian doesn't reject her. He's the one person who looks past the taunts and the names and the tough girl act to see the real Grace. He's the one who gives her the courage to fight back. He's also Zach's best friend. So good. It's like from multiple perspectives, guy and girl. You know how much I love it. So good. You need to read it. The last one in the teen fiction section, I'm actually going to do one that I'm reading right now, and I figure this is perfect with politics, guys, since we just found out who our new president is. Here's called The Wrong Side of Right by Jen Marie Thorne, and I just bought it at Books A Million. I was like, I want to read a book. So, I don't really know. I'll let you know how it turns out. I'm really excited. It's basically this girl who tragically, like, lost her mom, and she's just, like, left with her aunt and uncle, and then, like, suddenly the president shows up at her... Thank you. Thank you. Can you just... Suddenly the president shows up at her house and is like, oh, like, you're my daughter, and... Yeah, so it's gonna be crazy. I'm really excited. The reviews are good. I'll let you know how it is once I read it because I'm only on chapter 3. But yeah, so those are my book suggestions / book haul for fall, I guess, right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really hope that you can get your hands on one of these books, or just any book really, and read, because I think everyone should read. And like, I know it's really hard and a lot of people say they don't like to, but I just like to believe that it's because they're not reading the right books. So maybe one of these books will be right for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please click the like button and subscribe. That would be awesome. And if you didn't like this video and you hate me and you hate reading and you hate every single book, you've read every single book that I just said and you hate them all, then you should probably click the like button and then click the subscribe button. That way, you know, we can be best friends. Am I right? I'm right. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have an amazing, fantastic, wonderful, beautiful, blessed by God and unicorns day and week and life. And with that, I will see you guys on Sunday in my next video. Susie Ann out.